So I just started reading Gachiakuta a couple weeks ago and I finally got caught up, and I have a question about the latest chapter. Now obviously there are going to be spoilers for chapter 127 of Gachiakuta, so if you don't want to get spoiled, then go ahead and scroll on. Now in chapter 127 we see that Folo finally unlocks his giver powers and he gets this amazing fucking hammer. And we know that Rudo had some kind of influence over Folo finally unlocking his powers, but my question is, what kind of influence did Rudo have? Because personally, my theory is that Rudo's gloves actually unlocked Folo's powers. Now, we know that Rudo's gloves basically take trash items, anything that's broken, and it transforms them into their most powerful state. And we know that at this moment, Folo essentially was broken. Not only was his body extremely damaged, but his heart and his mind were basically shattered. At this moment, he thought that he was basically useless, that unless he could unlock his giver powers, he was going to be stuck being one of the sideline people. So it kind of makes sense that whenever Rudo grabbed Folo's shirt and you see this energy coming off of Rudo's gloves, that he's essentially transforming Folo into the giver that he always wanted to become. Now, I'm not the only one to have this theory. I've seen a couple of other people talking about this, but the main objection that I've always seen was that Folo was not broken. He was not a piece of trash, so Rudo's gloves wouldn't have actually worked. But we don't really know the full extent of the gloves' powers. We don't know exactly what they can do. The other theory that I've been seeing is that Rudo just talked to Folo. He got him to admit that in his heart he really wants to be a giver, and that's all he's wanted his whole life, and that's what allowed Folo to finally unlock his powers. But there's something about that theory that I just don't like. I don't like the idea of Rudo basically talk no jutsuing Folo into becoming more powerful. But I want to hear what y'all think. If y'all have read and you're caught up with Gachiakuta, then let me know in the comments. Do y'all think that Rudo's gloves were the catalyst for Folo finally unlocking his powers? Or do you think it was Rudo's words and he just talked no jutsu Folo into getting stronger? Like I said, let me know in the comments. And if you like this video and you do want to see more, then consider following my page.